Okay, cool. Is that working? Okay. Hello, I'm Milo. Welcome to the stream. I'm a they them pronoun user, by the way. Gotta get that out. And Max was impatient for my stream to start. Good to see you, Max. I've been watching a lot of Max's streams lately. He's been playing Dark Souls for the first time and practicing Crash Bandicoot Hitless. Go check out Max Brimstone. He's got some cool emotes too. Where's my stream manager, for goodness sake? No. Hold on, it's a tick. Max complaining about ads. It looks like somebody's not subscribed. Alright, cool. And Gibbon and Captain are here too. Good to see you both. Thanks for coming. Okay, let's start all over. We're back on the Disney Princess train today. Exciting events. So this is all building up to playing a Disney Princess mashup game on the GBA. So I'm playing individual Disney Princess games from whenever they first released. This one is Beauty and the Beast, Belle's Quest from 1993 on the Mega Drive. Of course, the movie was 1991. The game is pretty quiet. Let me boost the game volume, which is a complicated procedure, apparently. Oh my god. No. It's like advanced... Where did it go? I'm totally lost. It's too hot today. Oh no, it's in here. Yeah, advanced audio properties. And then I boost this by a few decibels. Hello? Come on. What is it doing? You can see this, right? Hello? I'm trying to... Oh, there's like a maximum limit, isn't there? What? $26. It's the highest I can boost it. Okay, so that's the highest the game goes. Is that too much? Anyway. Captain's hoping Gaston is in this game. Max took the day off work for this. Yes, I'm sure you did. Thank you very much. Nice to have a fan. Never change OBS. Yeah, it sucks. But it's the best we've got. So here's a little preview of the gameplay. Connect controller. Thank you. What a faff. Okay, ready to start. Hello? We're not ready to start. Where's my... Maybe start is not now? Alright, let me check that this is set up. This should just work, you know. So what is start? Options. That's dumb. Okay. The horse! Look forward to some horse action. Alright, I'm gonna reboot the emulator. I mean, my Mega Drive that I'm capturing, of course. Yeah, the real beast was the game setup. Absolutely. Okay. Alright, now it's working. Hopefully? Yes, it is. Wonderful. As on Mega Drive games, we have an option screen. Configure duck jump special. Seems perfect to me. Let's begin. Yeah, it remains to be seen whether we play as the horse or as Belle on horse. You can actually see Belle on horse in the cover art on the left side of the screen. Belle loves France, with it is wondrous mountains and rolling rivers, and that's not how you spell wondrous either. This was made in the UK, by the way. So much for the Queen's English. But she longs for more than the provincial life of the village. Indeed. Nice mill. I like the look. Well, it's not a mill, but it has mill components. Her father's an inventor. I learned that. I haven't revisited the movie. But yeah, we'll muddle through as best we can. Oh, I have to advance this manually, by the way. It is set in France. Look at the beautiful dithering. Yeah. Oh, I guess we can excuse the poor English because it's set in France, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Only her love for her father and the magical world of books keeps her content. Indeed, big reader. Belle makes frequent trips to the village and always stops at her favourite place. Favourite with no U. I guess this was published by the American branch of Sunsoft, by the way, so that might also explain the poor English, lol. So yeah, she's stopping at the bookshop, which is the setting of the sequel series, the live-action television series, Belle Sing-Along or something, I forget the name. I was looking up all the many sequels to this. There's 3 direct-to-video sequels, although they're actually interquels, set during the events of the original film. Okay, the birds hurt you. Disney princesses are supposed to be friends with all animals, and these unassuming looking birds just completely smack into you. Oh, look at that character design. I love that. And the people in the background with so few pixels, it's beautiful. Sir? Okay, this is LeFou. Hey Gaston, here she is. Sorry. Hey Gaston, here she is. They didn't have French accents in the film, did they? Anyway, it's Gaston. Captain got his wish. Max also excited to see him. Duck should have been down arrow instead of face button. Yeah, I should have tried out Duck on that previous screen. Anyway. Listen, Belle, I've been thinking. Gaston, what a pleasant surprise. Yes, I'm just full of surprises, aren't I? Anyway, I've been thinking that you think too much. Next you'll start getting ideas. Well, it's just not healthy. Just take my advice and marry me while you can. You're right, Gaston. Thinking is out, and marrying you, I won't give that a second thought either. See how easy that was? Huh? Hey, wait a minute, Belle. Wow, what a jerk. And now he stands completely still. In a desperate huff. It's kind of bothering me that his boots have black outlines, but none of the rest of his sprite does. Anyone else getting that? Enjoying the jawline and the music, one of the best Disney songs of all time. Doubting that Gaston knows how to think. So my main association with Gaston is the character Baston, who started as a thinly veiled parody of him in the Dungeons & Dragons comedy improv podcast Dragon Friends, which I do highly recommend. What? Ugh, okay. Wait, what? We're doing this again? Run away! Here you are, Belle, and here I go! Amazing. I love this. Okay, so I can jump. I can... Special does nothing. I can duck. Yes, duck. Very good. Also, Max was admiring the walking animation earlier. Oh, lovely, lovely sheep too. Duck. I am a sheep. You can't get me, I'm a sheep. I love the sheep sprites. They're so cute. And yeah, look how many frames of animation Belle has on the walking. I also sort of deform my walking path around the fountain, very Donkey Kong Country style. The way the level geometry sort of warps around while keeping perspective, and it's all very natural. Okay, oh, really? Run! Can I double tap to run? No. Okay. So what's my goal here? Am I getting to the bookshop? Here's the bookshop. Oh, we've even got sprite scaling. Or not even scaling, they drew different sprites. Why, hello, Belle. Hello, that sure is a beautiful looking storybook in your front window. I've been saving that one for you, Belle, but I was wondering if you would do me a favor first. I'd be happy to. Well, I need someone to catalog all of these books. Okay, as a nerd, this is something I would love to do, says Belle. Oops. So, I haven't watched the film in a while. A very long while. But I wonder if Belle could be like a neurodivergent hero for our times, you know. Is she autistic coded? Whoops. Did I drop too many? Oh, okay, you get better bonuses for grouping similar ones together. I did not score very well at all, did I? Oh well. Cool, I will be relying on chat, because Max remembers the scene with the falling books, peak cinema, so... Ugh. Yeah, exchange labor for a book. Yeah, I was sort of doing... Oops. There was a new dialogue. Belle, you're the luckiest girl in the whole world. I am? Why is that? Because you get to marry me, that's why. I do? Yes, and I'll even make it official. Belle, will you marry me? No, I couldn't. I just don't deserve you. And here's some ladies. Hello? Okay. Hello, poor man. What did you do to get stuck in here? Even he's got unique animation sprites. Beautiful stuff. Run away! Okay, so I guess I got the book? I'm not sure what my next goal is, but whoa! Oh, really? Talk about a hitbox. Max admires this man's confidence. I don't think you got the point of the film. Oops. Oh, we got like a quicksand mechanic here. Also, Belle has a nice little hoop vocalization when jumping. Keep an ear out. Yeah, I wonder how they did that. Oh, okay. I apparently can't jump over this. Also, her health is represented by books. That's very funny. Do you remember that time Belle was attacked by hawks? There is a scene where she gets attacked by wolves. But yes, we have established I do not remember this movie very well, so for all I know, everything in this game was definitely in the film. Yeah, I tried the special button. No dice. Maybe this guy can help. Special, to free him. Criminal, what a pain in the neck. Okay, so the special button actually talks to people. The other conversations were triggered automatically by the other party, so now I know that I can talk to people. Young girls. Oh, Gaston is so strong. That's it? Okay. Good for you. Let's pop back in here. Sort of adventure game vibes at the moment. Hang on a sec. I did this already. Do I need to do it better? I didn't, like, fail, did I? I guess I'll try again. We'll go for red ones, get the bonus. The other ones just disintegrate into piles of dust when they hit the floor. Oh, but... Okay. So we still... This seems like pure RNG. How do you get the higher scores? Because you fail if too many hit the floor. Guess I'll just try and catch them all this time. Gaston probably could move that rock, but I am not going to ask him. Because then I would owe him something, and you have to think about these kind of things when you're being harassed in this way. Oops. The character, Garus in Skyward Sword is also a very Gaston type character. Which also strikes me strange when people are really into that character. Like, why? He's kind of awful. Anyway, one of the many things I dislike about Skyward Sword, as I related at length to Max the other night on the Dark Souls stream. Alright, so he filled up the bookshelf that time. Oh, I know Gibbon is on the side of Groose sucks, yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, well, we got more points. We could do that infinitely to grind for points, but I don't know what points even do. Max liking when things are in the foreground, when, like the tree getting drawn in front of us. That was good, yeah. I wonder if we can go in other places with signs. Yes. Oh, we can hide from Gaston that way. That's cute. Stealth mechanics. Alright. Excuse me, can you help me? If anyone can help, it's Gaston. Ugh, of course. So we can hide in any doorway, apparently. Good to know. Hey, buddy. Pumpkin Man. Pumpkin Farmer. I was lost in the woods yesterday. I finally got out by traveling north every time I saw a yellow rose, east every time I saw a white rose, and northwest every time I saw a red rose. Good lord. Okay, let's take a photo of this one. Remember this later. Okay, there we go. The Skyward Sword hate. Yeah, I'll stop. But, Captain's saying you're supposed to hate Goose. He's a bully and a jerk. Yes, but he comes around and then you're supposed to love him. Does sheep have a voice line? You look like a strong and hearty young person. Oh, the fountain is dry, so the sheep can't drink. Okay. To be clear, Gibbon says she is actually rather fond of Skyward Sword. Aside from the bit where it sent her to the ER for tearing her wrist, but other than that, I like our friend Carla's line about it as well, where, although I don't think she came up with it, but she likes to repeat it. The swimming controls in that game are so annoyingly difficult to do that it's actually easier to swim in real life than it is to swim in the game. That's what she says. LeFou's coat outline is also odd. Yes. Okay. Oh, I get to pick a response? This is like a BioWare RPG? Okay. Gaston, I've been looking for you. Good day, Gaston. Hello, Gaston. Goodbye, Gaston. Let's open up by buttering him up. That's funny. Most girls look at me and wish for me. That's it? Good day, Gaston? Okay, a polite greeting. You've come to your senses. No, but thank you for your concern. Not yet. You know our silly dream is. Actually, I was wondering if you'd help me. I think we should be up front, but that's probably not the right thing to say. Charm or muscle? Holy hell. Okay, maybe one of the father's inventions could move the rock. We could start with 3 and then lead him to the rock, and then it would come up organically. Okay, let's go with 3. A book carrying invention. Okay, well that was wrong apparently. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Help me, and then we'll start with number 1. A little bit of negging. Nothing could bruise this ego. Okay, that worked. Yes, now he's going to try and prove his strength. That's what I was kind of hoping for, is like, oh, there's this rock, but nobody could possibly lift it. And he would say, oh, but I'm so strong. And that's basically what happened. You know, it really looked like I could have walked around that, but that's fine. We're a 2D character on a 2D plane. Oops! Oh dear. It's just a temporary setback. Get up, dust yourself off, and try again. Did I lose a life? I lost a life for falling down in the river. Well, that didn't happen. Renegade Belle playthrough. Hey, we refilled our health with a stray book. Wait. I can't leave this screen? Where? Captain with the Monkey Island reference. How appropriate. You fight like a cow. Did have a little bit of that vibe. Wait, what? There's like a new screen over here. Oh, because the rock kind of blocked part of the river, and so it's overflowed over this low part of the road. And now we got to jump on the back of turtles. French turtles, of course. Oh god, oh god. Wow, that platforming was pretty hardcore, actually. Nice. Oh, Sorry, I forgot that duck was the face button and not down. Classic. Mapping, button mapping. So what are we doing now that that's happened? I guess I should tell someone about the flood? Who's like an important person around here? Oh, the sheep, of course. Good thinking, Cap. Oh, I was stopped. Oh, he's making sure that I get this information. That's okay, I already noted that down. And yes, the fountain is now flowing with water, and I'm sure the sheep appreciate it. Okay, only one is interactable. Hello, shepherd. Hey, my sheep are feeling much better. Okay, good, I'm glad. So what now? Alright, I'll go back, because I didn't know I could go into buildings. There might be other places back here I can go into. Yeah, go away, LeFou. The bakery. Hello. Baker. Looks like Shaggy from the Scooby-Doo. So, you got Gaston to do it. You saved the village. Very clever. Did I? I guess. I provided it with water. Oh, that's just a hiding door. The baker's out here anyway. Can't model too many interiors, can we? Let's talk to this lady. Old woman, now that you've taken care of the stream, shouldn't you be getting home? It is getting late, you know. Such an odd girl, that Belle. Okay, so she would have had a different line of dialogue earlier, I expect. Why did we even move the rock? Did we need the book that was passed there? But the book was just a health pickup. I don't understand the progression here, but okay. Classic adventure games, am I right? Okay, we're back home. Well done, Belle. Okay, cool. Good. Just doing odd tasks in the village that happen to help people. Okay, Belle returns home to find that her father, Maurice, has left for the fair with his wood chopping invention. He calls it an axe. He's a genius. Oh, it's a different button to advance this text than it is to advance, like, conversational text. Sorry, just gotta admire the carved frieze on the top of the screen there. That's pretty nice, actually. Oh yes, and here we meet Philippe, the mule. Sorry, horse. Yeah, I guess a stallion? Or maybe a gelding. Anyway, horses. When Philippe returns alone, Belle realizes that something terrible must have happened. Belle rides Philippe into the woods to find her father. But when Philippe is spooked and throws Belle off, she finds herself alone in the dangerous woods. Oh no. Whatever shall we do? Okay, testing my save states, working fine. So, oh, bats. Bats, the bane of every Disney princess, apparently. Oh, this is where the navigation will come into it. Okay, let me consult my careful notes. Thank you, Photos app. Okay. Yellow, travel north. White, travel east. Red, travel northwest, which I don't know how to do when things are usually oriented on cardinal directions. Like, I don't even know what north is. I assume it would just be into the screen, right? Okay, no rose, no rose. Oh, stupid bats. Blue rose. Keep going. Right, so I should tell you something about this game. Still nothing, really? Yeah, so I have some notes about the developer. They're pretty interesting, actually. So this was made in the UK by Software Creations. Hold on, I have to actually pull up my notes because I was on that picture. Also, I have to... Oh, hold on a second. It's getting really hot and I don't think the aircon is on. I'll just turn it on from my phone. Pretty fancy, huh? It is on, but the temperature is set pretty high, so... Hopefully, whoop, no bits off. Okay, the app sucks. Don't worry about it. Okay, there we go. Right, my notes. Software Creations, based in the UK. They have quite the pedigree. Captain's admiring the tied ends of the apron flapping around. And Max is too. These are the same screen. Oh wait, was that white? There's a white one over here. Okay. So when you see a white rose, you go east. So I guess this is east. Oh boy. Okay. So now at yellow, we go north. A bear trap? Are you serious? Ow! I was just wondering if there'd be an animation for it. Whoa! Wild boar. From Asterix comics, I know that wild boars are rampant in Gaul, aka France. Well, now that we're here, we're not all there. Oh, white rose go east. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's very convenient. Oh, what? The plant? What? What kind of plant is this? It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, it's a central heating cooling system. Okay, so northwest, so like west and then north, I guess? I think that might have worked. Now we go east. Oh, okay, so we'll avoid the vine. Oh, and then sneak in while it's retracted. Oh, high octane action gameplay here, right here. Oh god, run! Self-resetting bear traps. Yes, yes, that's true. Maybe the father invented those too. This wasn't in the movie. Also, no horse riding? The horse riding happened in a cutscene. I swear there's going to be horse riding. Moby Games had the tag horse riding. She's riding the horse on the cover of the game. If I don't get to ride that horse, I'm going to be upset. Be sure this is France and not Japan. Well, they said it was France. Why would I doubt them? Belle happens upon a dark and gloomy castle. She wasn't wearing that cloak before, it's sick. Anyway, she knocks on the huge door. When no one answers, she enters. Very sensible thing to do. We didn't have to find any wolves, fortunately. Anyway, Cogsworth and Lumiere appear out of nowhere, but you don't get to see what Cogsworth looks like yet. They introduce themselves and Belle begins to search the castle. This heavily assumes that you've seen the movie. So, yeah, they're like objects that have been enchanted to come to life. She's shocked to find that her father's been locked in the dungeon, and his scientific mind is completely at odds with the magic running rampant in this place, so he's in trouble. When a terrible beast appears, title drop, she bravely offers to take Maurice's place as his prisoner. The beast accepts her offer, releasing her father and imprisoning Belle in the castle. Scrolling so slowly. Okay, the beast forbids. Can I speed this up? Oh, yes, button B. So the beast forbids his servants to feed Belle if she refuses to dine with him, but they disobey his order and treat Belle as an honoured guest. How nice. He sounds like a real charmer. Oh boy, okay, so not all the objects around here are good, apparently, because these things are trying to kill me. Good lord. Who knew Beast's castle was so dangerous? Oh god, okay, I'm dead. I'm not dead? Okay. Ooh! Yeah, and no Be Our Guest song either. Oh, that was like an avoid 'em up thing? And my score refilled my health. Okay. Is this the Be Our Guest song? Oh well, it's over now. Never mind. Or is this it? Pay attention. Yeah, this is it. This is Be Our Guest. Something gorilla chest, sure. Feel the sweater, there's no better than authentic Irish setter. I know the Simpsons parody way better than the actual film. Grizzly bear, underwear, turtlesnakes, fed my share. Brave poodle on my noodle, it shall rest. Oh, that was Cogsworth, by the way. There's Mrs. Potts. And Belle's having a grand old time. Belle wants to explore the castle. Cogsworth and Lumiere beg her to obey the beast's order to stay out of the West Wing. But once they are gone, her curiosity gets the better of her, and she enters the West Wing. Cue the West Wing theme song, I guess? I don't know what that is. My in-laws watch that a lot. Okay, get key. We're now playing Zelda, I guess. Oh god, there are so many locked doors. I guess that's fair. Everything's forbidden and blocked off here. Ah! Rats! But rats are such sweeties. Why do they always have to be bad creatures in these games? Well, it was true in Snow White too. Alright, I'm not being methodical about this. Let's just go in the first door we see. Excellent. It paid off. Get a key refund. Okay, cool. Anyway, I was telling you about software creations. And like I said, they have quite the pedigree. Okay, need to do some backtracking. They were one of the first British devs to make games on the NES. I think Rare was the first with Slalom. But yeah, they did some cool stuff. They made Solstice on the NES, as well as Silver Surfer, which are not completely remarkable games in themselves, but you might know them for their soundtracks by Tim and or Jeff Follen, really pushing what the NES can do. Excellent stuff. Just listen to the title screen themes of Solstice and Silver Surfer and like you'll be blown away. They're amazing. Oh, Captain lived on an island that had wild rats. Nothing quite like being woken up to a rat literally biting your leg. Good lord. Alright, Okay. Pet rats are one thing. Wild rats, I guess, are a different thing. So yes, I will accept your correction in that case. Bollocking accepted. Yeah, find escape as it's now the rat's leg. True. That's the law of nature. So I must have missed another foreground door. Whoops. Nuts. That's okay, we got plenty of lives. We should be fine. I don't think the sides of the screen, yeah, they're not runoff points. Which means I don't know where to go next. Let's make sure we're exploring properly. See if there's any foreground doors that we've missed. Yeah, so that was Software Creation's start on the NES, but they were also the first non-Japanese dev studio to ever make a Super Nintendo game. And I didn't note what that one was either, sorry, but they had a lot of games out on the platform. So I think this is again a very rare situation where Rare, I think Slalom was even made without access to a dev kit, which was impressive stuff. They sort of reverse engineered the NES, and that got Nintendo's attention. This is rare. I don't know as much about software creations. Okay, I'm so lost. Maybe I just used the keys in the wrong order and softlock myself, in which case I'll have to let the animals take me. Are the suits of armor old stuff from the castle that have been turned into them, or is something in them to make their head turn? I would assume that the armor is just like the clock and the candlestick and the teapot. They're empty suits, but they've been enchanted to be alive. Oh, the despair. It's just a temporary setback. Okay, we're back. Did it save my progress, though? Yeah, this door is still unlocked. Okay, so I thought a death might sort of reverse this, get around the soft lock, but no. So there must be something else I can interact with. Okay, cool. So I can look at things in the background to try and find more keys, maybe. Like this fallen pot. Nope. Maybe this chest of drawers. Perfect. I am so smart. Okay, let's say hello to these. Okay, never mind. It could also be rats inside the suit of armor who are manually turning the helmets. That's a possibility. Okay, so yeah, like I said, they must have got Nintendo's attention from making the NES and SNES games, because by the time of the N64, they were one of the inner circle. They were like, they were in with Nintendo. So much so that they developed one of the Mario Artist games. Which one was it? Paint Studio for the Nintendo 64 DD. So this is a UK-made game that never released outside of Japan. Okay. You shouldn't be here, mademoiselle. The master will be very upset. So that was a dead end, I guess? But he didn't stop me from exploring. I guess he can't. He's just a candlestick. Alright, so we're definitely looking for more drawers. Oh, that put me back at the starting point, I think. So that led to Lumiere. Here, I think I did this one already. Yeah, okay. So we'll go through this door. What else do they have in their catalogue? There was a lot of stuff that caught my eye. Only one thing that's relevant to this stream. They developed Spider-Man, X-Men, Arcade's Revenge, which I played briefly as Storm on a X-Men showcase stream at one point. Oop, okay, never mind. And Arcade, by the way, is a Spider-Man villain, not a reference to, like, game arcades. Okay, this is a door handle. Scrolling the screen to the side, imagine that. Okay, oh god. Ah, I did not buffer the duck input, apparently. Oh god, okay. Cool. Well, there's a delay after the jump, I think, that means you can't start your next animation for a bit. Okay. This castle is infested with pests. Why does the beast not do something about this? It's so dark, I can't see where I am. You know who could help here is Lumiere, if I could convince him. Okay. But yeah, lots of stuff, lots of other stuff in their catalogue. Many examples. Blaster Master 2, infamous game, but you know, part of the Sunsoft legacy. So yeah, that's another example, because this is a Sunsoft game, so that's another example of them working with Sunsoft. They developed Plock with the Pickford brothers. They made the Tick animated series beat 'em up on SNES. They made Cutthroat Island's licensed game, which has been on my list to play for a long time. They co-developed Super Monkey Ball Jr. on the GBA. So yeah, lots of cool stuff in their back catalogue, but sadly they did get acquired by, oh, who was it, Acclaim or something? I did not write that down either. But yeah, they shut down in the mid-2000s. Captain loved the Tick show as a kid. I saw a couple episodes of it. Okay, I found Lumiere again. I knew where he was. And he had nothing else to say to me. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to find some other non-talking candlestick to help me through that dark room. Yeah, so I enjoyed it decently well, but I was much more a fan of the live-action one with Patrick Warburton. And then I watched more of the cartoon after watching that again, and I thought it was like a little toothless, but that's okay. They're for totally different audiences. But just for me, the Tick is the Patrick Warburton the Tick. That's all I'm saying. This sounds like an eagles flying to Mordor situation. It's not that he can't light it for you. It's how dare you ask him to stoop that low. Well said. Max. And we've already established that he's desperately trying to stop Belle from being here. So he's acting well within character. Yeah, it has to be something on the floor, but Feels like the drawers are the only interactable thing that's going to give a result. But I could be wrong. See, I've done this one already. Okay. Sounds like he doesn't want her to be his guest. Yeah, hospitality only extends so far, it seems. Oops. Yeah, that was my mistake. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so the other thing I should tell you about what Software Creations developed, oh, it's just off screen, not interactable, is they made a second. Oh, there was one in this room that I totally skipped over. Okay, that's good. That'll let me in somewhere else. For now, I'll keep going through here. Yeah, so they developed a second Beauty and the Beast game for Mega Drive, released within the same year. So this is sort of telling the story of the film from Belle's perspective, you see. Their other game is called Roar of the Beast, and it's doing it from Beast's perspective. So I used a key up to get into a room where Cogsworth just kicked me out. I'm just going to rewind that. Because I don't know where another key would be after this, right? I found the one in that room, and if it uses it up to get in there and then immediately kicks me out, there's nowhere else I'd be able to get one that I can think of. So I'm just not going in there. I'm going to go and use my key somewhere else. Thank you, rewinds. Obviously, you're not going to get soft locked, but yeah, I'm just saving time at the moment. Whoops, okay. Yeah, so Roar of the Beast, I've seen people speedrunning it. I think this game is less popular for that because it's less action-y. In that one, you get to, like, punch animals and things. It's more action, beat-em-up stuff. So, yeah. I don't know if they were doing a sort of stereotype boy-girl audience type thing with these games, but... yeah, I just know there's a lot more combat in that game than there seems to be in this one. Okay. 2 keys, lovely. So this is definitely the place to go. Now, I'm gonna guess Miss Potts is in here. A torch! Lovely. It disappeared up her skirt. Don't ask questions. Yeah, she's wearing her asbestos underwear, which protects her. Moving on. So yeah, a lot of Beauty and the Beast games actually came out around this time. There were 2 in the same year on the Mega Drive, but also Probe Software, another UK development house, made a Beauty and the Beast game for NES and SNES. They were both released in 1994, and this was 93. It seems to be pretty similar across the 2 versions, but just got a graphical upgrade on SNES, I guess. Okay, so we're going to the dark room. I think it's through here and then through another door and then right. Oh god. When they line up like that, when they sync up, they're working together. Okay, what do we got? This room, I can now see. It's just like any other room, I guess. Okay. And 2 keys. So one will get me to Cogsworth. Probably not necessary. Why does it feel like I would have been softlock if I'd used that Cogsworth key? Because using that 1 key on the first room got me 2 keys. Oh, yep, that'll help. Thank you. This looks important. Okay. So yeah, that's 4 Beauty and the Beast games released within 2 years. And that's not all. There were LCD games from Tiger. 2 of those are handheld and like a watch type one. Wristwatch. Game Watch. There was another one from a company called Micro Games of America. A DOS minigame collection. In some of these you play as the enchanted objects helping Belle out, but in 2 of them you do actually play as Belle, which is nice. It means this game is not unique with that because... I didn't mention this yet, but... you know, in the Roar of the Beast game you play as Beast. In Probe Software's NES and SNES games, you're also playing as Beast the whole way through. Oh. Yep. Dust yourself off, Belle, it's fine. Alright, a little bit of coyote time there that we're relying on to get over that wide gap. And we're just going to leave Cogsworth behind. That key will go unused. I'm sure it will not be necessary. Oh, see this little sprite down here? I can go up here. Down? Whatever. Yeah, so there's these other, like, less traditional games that were released in the same time frame. Disney was going hard with the marketing for this, basically. But even after the time frame of the film's release, maybe as part of the Disney Princess thing, there were other Beauty and the Beast games too. So there's one on Game Boy Color that's a board game. It's called A Board Game Adventure. Kind of a mini-game collection kind of thing. And there's also a PC Activity Center in 2000 and things like this. So yeah, the whole Disney Princess thing, whoops, it's a big revitalization of marketing for the individual characters as well, which is fun. When I was researching what games were out there, I also found a tie-in game to the 2017 live-action film. Now, I always say that we're out of the era of the licensed game now. They just don't make them anymore. Even in 2017, I think that was the case. But there was one type of game that they still were making. In 2017, the live-action film with Emma Watson and Dan Stevens got a Bejeweled clone on phones. Hooray! Yeah. So that's exciting. And if you wanted to see what they look like in like stylized cartoon depictions of those more realistic live-action movie designs, I guess the game can provide that. But I doubt that the gameplay was very exciting or deep, but that's okay. Casual games can exist too, they're valid. Alright, so I guess I am going to use my last key and just visit Cogsworth because there's nothing else. Yep, thanks buddy. But yes, I did get that magic mirror which thankfully directs me through these screens and updates to tell me which doors to go in, which is very friendly. So I assume we're going to go to that big door that I saw before. I don't know how we're going to get in now that we couldn't have done before, but whatever. Dang it. Stupid bats. Oh. Okay. Ah, another key. Where are we? Did I miss this place before? I must have just missed that cabinet. Oh, this is a big key. Again, this is Zelda. We got the boss key. So we're going to go in that big door now. Oh, it's replaced the mirror. So the mirror was directing me to the key, I guess. But if I just stumble into where that door was, I'm sure it won't take too long. I think I've gone the wrong way, actually. Unless... Oh! Dang it. The animals are getting thicker. Okay, here it is. We win. That might actually be the end of the game, hold on. Yep, the magic rose. So central to the movie. Okay. Ding? Well done, Belle. Don't tell me that is actually the end of the game. Okay. Finding Belle in the West Wing, the beast flies into a furious rage. Frightened, Belle breaks her promise, fleeing the castle and riding Philippe into the Forbidding Woods. Belle is trapped by hungry wolves, reusing some stills for the cutscene here. But the beast comes to her rescue, risking his life for the sake of hers. And again, no horse riding, I guess. And skip ahead to the dance, the big dance scene. Song as old as etc. Something, something, something. Da, da, da. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, Captain's internet is not happy. Wait, is this interactable? It is. We're gonna grab rose petals, I guess? It's like a belt scrolling beat 'em up. Or more like a free roaming something or other. Okay. Collect rose petals. So it's another falling object collection game, just like the books, but this time we have an extra dimension. The y-axis. Or Z, it depends. This would probably just end after a while and I would be given points based on how many petals I got, but let's engage with that anyway. Okay, I did have one more note. We could probably talk about it during the credits, but just to note, their reflections on this like shiny dance floor surface are done with a dithering effect that I think is very nice. So let's just admire that. Okay, there we go. We got 23 petals. Hooray! Look at that face. Look at Belle's face. All 3 pixels of it. I love it. That's remarkable. Okay. Okay. Belle and the Beast, unnamed still, dance in the castle's elegant ballroom. Oh wait, I forgot about the action climax. Okay, this is not the end of the game. Anyway, when the Beast lets Belle look into his magic mirror, she sees her weak father lost in the woods. Though it breaks his heart, the Beast allows Belle to go to her father's aid. Belle finds Maurice and takes him home into the comfort of a warm fire. Gaston, meanwhile, has been stirring up the villagers against Maurice. When they learn that the Beast is real, the angry mob starts off for the castle. Gaston locks Belle and Maurice in the woodshed, but stowaway Chip, that's the teacup, frees Belle and Maurice using Maurice's wood chopping invention. The mythical axe that we've heard so much about. Knowing that the Beast is in danger, Belle races towards the castle and Philippe... Horse! Exciting horse gameplay! Tell me it's true. Yes! Oh my gosh, I already got hit by something. What's going on? Ah! So don't hit the branches? How do I... What? Okay, well... Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's still traps. Oh boy. This is what you want to save up your lives for, I guess. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. It is just a temporary setback. Let's save state. Oh, okay. I think the animals and the bear traps are the only actual hazards. I was worried about the trees, but I don't think that's it. I just missed a trap. So yeah, we can move forward and back, but it's auto-scrolling otherwise. We can jump. I can't duck because I'm already pretty low profile there. Special button does nothing, just in case you were wondering. Man, I'm getting robot unicorn attack vibes. Is this track as good as always? I want to be with you. Not quite. Oh, wow. Okay, exciting. Oh, really? Yeah, there goes the no-hit run. Yeah, I'm not working on the no-hit run for this at the moment. Oh! I'll get this. I don't want to lose that life for no reason. Okay, cool. See, if I'd done that normally, I would be at a game over right now. Presumably continue would let me start from the start of the horse section. Yeah, finally it's horse time. I know, right? There were so many horse opportunities, or horse-portunities as I call them. Okay, well we gotta land on that low one first. Oh, not like that. But yeah, they are chucking one-ups at me, so that's nice. I wonder if they would respawn. Ooh. Let's find out. Respawning one-ups is good. Still don't know if that 1-up respawns. Oh god. This is harder than any other part of the game, just because of the instant death. Ugh. There's that little delay to your jumps. Oh. Come on. Okay. Really gotta rapid fire that button to get it to register. Oh, that was the end. Yeah, so the 1-up didn't respawn. Well done, Belle. Okay. So that was horse gameplay. Belle reaches out to the beast. And for more on what the beast was doing while this was happening, go and play Roar of the Beast by Software Creations, available now for your Mega Drive system. Anyway, but Gaston thrusts the knife, which I guess had been previously established, because it's referred to as the knife, into the unsuspecting beast. Belle hovers over the fallen beast and proclaims her love for him. Belle's love for the beast breaks the curse. Shock. Who would have thought? And he's magically transformed into his human form. A milquetoast white man. Yeah. I preferred the beast form. Everybody does. Disney does. That's the one they use in all the sequels, because they're interquels. Gaston thrusts. Thanks, Max. In love, Belle and her human prince, still unnamed, dance together and live happily ever after. Do you remember the prince's name? He's got a name, right? Unknown. He hasn't gone out in the sun for a while, to be fair. Yeah, I guess. Imagine if Milquetoast Boy turns into that beast. Imagine Gaston getting beast cursed. Oh, maybe if I get enough petals, he'll turn back into a beast. Oh, yeah. Let's hope. Fingers crossed. I'll try my best. His name is Beast? Well, it's not calling him that anymore. He's the human prince. Maybe Belle can call him Beast in private. No jokes, please. Oh yeah. You know she does. Okay. Hey, you didn't have to do what I tell you anyway. Oh. Okay, they do rest for a tiny bit on the ground. I like how they just make you do this minigame again. Petals? Here they are. Okay. Did I have any other notes? Oh, I did have that other note. So this is a Sunsoft game, right? I played a Sunsoft game early this year, of course. I played Zero the Kamikaze Squirrel, a spin-off of the Aero the Acrobat franchise. Okay, hold on. Let me continue that thought in a minute. Well done, Belle. You have won. Excellent. Inspired by Rita Zimmerer. I have no idea what that means. But you'll see under concept, producer, and one of the 5 designers, David Siller is named and credited. And I love these unique kind of artwork things showing the events. These did not appear during the game. So yeah, David Siller was the one working at Sunsoft's US branch, who was very much behind Aero the Acrobat franchise and bought it back from them later. So now personally owns it. Thank you for playing. So yeah, he was involved with this game pretty heavily, it seems, which is nice to get that connection back to the Zero game that I played earlier this year. And it also gives me an excuse to bring up something that I saw on the HD 101 forum. It's in the library channel there. It's called Crash Bandicoot Untold Story, which is a sort of tell from David Siller's perspective about the development of Crash Bandicoot, and specifically about how dysfunctional the relationship between him and the higher ups at Naughty Dog were, and Mark Cerny at Sony, and how like his purportedly substantial contributions to Crash Bandicoot have been left out of the record as told by Naughty Dog because of bad blood between them. Really interesting stuff, and a very valuable perspective to hear. So I'll put a link to that somewhere. It'll be in the description. I can put it in chat now as well, by the way. So let me just do that real quick. It's in my notes document. This won't take a second. Do do ba do 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 do. There you go. Okay, so then we close this. We start this display again. Okay, who did it better, this or Majora's Mask, Honey and Darling Shop? The dancing. This was interactive. That one you just watch them spin around, so I'm going to give it to this game. The end. And hope you enjoyed those. Is it Ashman and Menken? Did they do this one? Yeah, Crash Law. It's real. Yeah, look, they're even credited right there. That's cool. For the songs that were converted for this game. Cool. Well, that was short, but I enjoyed it. It's really the only major game where Belle has a starring role, so that's nice. And we'll see her again in Disney Princess later. So stay tuned for that. In the meantime, because I knew ahead of time this would be pretty short, I did prepare a second game, which we can see on the right side of our screen. This one, even though the idea of these streams is to build up towards Disney Princess on the GBA, this one was released after Disney Princess on the GBA, but it is the only Cinderella game, so I'm inserting it here. So we're going to break chronology, and that's fine, even if we are playing things out of order. I think it makes sense to do the solo ones before the big crossover, even if they were released later. So that's what we're doing. So now we're going to play a Cinderella game, another classic Disney Princess property. Actually, it's completely different because Beauty and the Beast was 1991. That was during the Renaissance. This is a retro property at this time. This is a very old film that's getting a revival in GBA. We saw this with the Snow White game on JBC, and they did it with Alice in Wonderland and Jungle Book as well. That sort of trend, I guess, continued into the GBA because, yeah, we've got Cinderella Magical Dreams on the GBA, developed by Digital Creations Studios. What a terrible name. Why does no one know how to name a studio? Yeah, so they were credited as DC Studios at the start of this, not to be confused, of course, with Detective Comics. Oh my gosh, it's such a mess. Anyway, this is 2005 on the GBA. How many games between now and Disney Princess? Well, we've covered Snow White. There's no Aurora game. There's no Jasmine game. We've done Belle. This is going to be Cinderella. So then the only thing we need to do is cover Ariel, which we've done extensively on this stream before. But there is one Little Mermaid game that I never played all the way through. So next week we're going to do the GBA Little Mermaid game. And then we're going to play Disney Princess on the GBA. That's the current plan. Okay, so yeah, let's jump into it, and then I can talk about the studio and stuff a bit later. Oh yeah, this actually has movie clips. Remember GBA video? Like the crunched codecs that they used to put FMV onto these tiny carts? Yeah, we're going to enjoy some of that and hope we don't get content matched by Disney. Yeah. Not very interesting stuff. I wonder if there's anything in the scrapbook yet. Of course not. Yeah, like Shrek the movie on GBA. Absolutely. A classic. Do we get any clips by default? No. We'll have to play the game to find them. Let's jump in. Oh, it's so crunchy. I'm so worried that this is going to get... I'm just going to shrink it. Yeah, let's do that. I played the Little Mermaid 2 game on the PlayStation 1, and that got, like, totally ripped up by Disney. putting claims on my YouTube video. So I guess you can't be too careful, although the PSX, you know, CD format, FMV, is obviously higher quality than this crunchy mess, but I'm not taking any chances. Hopefully this tiny weeny window is going to be enough to avoid that kind of thing. Okay, now that we're back in gameplay, put it back to full size. Oh my gosh, look at these graphics. Alright, we've got 2 lanes that we jump between. Yeah, if anything demonstrated the difference between the, you know, 16-bit Mega Drive SNES era and GBA, like they're sort of similar levels of technology power, but it's the art design, it's the style that was fashionable at the time, and you see this kind of pre-rendered stuff on the GBA all the time, and it is so ugly. Oh boy. Look at the chicken, yeah. Lovely chicken. Ow! What the frick? Okay, the chicken hurts you. Jump over small obstacles and animals. Oh, her jump is pathetic. Alright, we're gonna go grab that rose. I actually don't mind the, like, the running animation. It's just the style of the, like, super crunchy, like, you know, crushed graphics to this format just don't come out that well. Whereas that sheep was drawn from scratch with pixels, and it looks so much better, right? Am I crazy? Anyway, we gotta feed some animals. So Cinderella's doing her chores at home. Yep. Okay, thanks for showing me where to go with the hay. I didn't figure that out on my own, actually. Oops, ran right into that chicken. We should know that chickens are deadly hazards. Maybe Cinderella's allergic to chicken down, let's say that. And to lambs, I expect, because I assume that the lamb is going to be hazardous. Let's test. Yep, I got rewind, so let's check. Yep, that cute little lamb. A dangerous beast. Do not let it touch you. I guess her allergies really are bad, which just makes the cruelty of her family that much harsher. They know the autoimmune problems that she has, and yet they're forcing her to undertake these tasks. Okay, so we got flower, and now we have worm. Oh, that must have been a ribbon. So was that a health refill? Watcher's own stream playback. It gave me the tiniest sliver of health back. Maybe just one of those pips. I've got like 5 little tiny pips on the ribbon, so I think it refilled one of those. Okay, and now we're gonna get our diploma. Yes, we're graduating from Farm University. What did that do? That probably unlocked a movie clip or something. Maybe a scrapbook. Max is on Team Worm. Yeah, it looked a lot like a worm. So let's say that she eats worms. Just another injustice that she has to endure in this terrible household. Eating worms, but you know, maybe she likes it. Maybe she is a Star Trek fan. She wants to get into Klingon lifestyle. Eating gach. That's why the chickens are hostile. They want the worms that she has. I cannot dispute this logic, honestly. I don't think the jump is going to clear the lamb. I can jump over chickens, but maybe not lambs. Just everybody is mean to Cinderella, even the animals. This is a pretty big farm, though, with multiple barns and stuff. And she's doing everything herself. She's honestly pretty impressive. Okay, oh, yeah, I told you. I told you it wouldn't work. And we can grab hay from below. That's nice to know. The lamb is just too powerful. Ugh. I tried to jump, I swear. There we go. Really? I still clipped the chicken with my ankle? Cinderella, you're so weak. Can Cinderella jump over a lamb? She cannot. Confirmed. Oh, hello. It's a friendly scarecrow. Let me guess, this is going to hurt me, yep. Oh, but I got a health refill on this screen. So we're back to full. That's nice. Don't know what the roses do. Let me guess. The rabbits kill me? Everything kills you. Wait, what are we doing? Ah, we're moving into the screen, just like Belle in the hallways. Okay, so now we're drawing water. And watering 2 flowers among this gigantic field. I guess only 2 are withering. Everything else is healthy. We gotta really take a, you know, an in-depth, you know, very low-level taking care of individual organisms in this farm to help her thrive. Watering individual flowers. Oh, that hurts me, walking into a stationary scarecrow. She really is weak. No wonder her dreams and wishes are so powerful, which I think is what draws the Fairy Godmother to her, right? She so desperately longs for a better life that supernatural forces cannot help but obey those yearnings. Oh, yeah. Okay. The tiny rivulet on the ground does lethal damage to our hero. Okay, oh, damn gophers. Gopher, the worst part of the Winnie the Pooh movie. Never forgive Disney. Yeah, maybe she's allergic to water as well. Alright, so we're going to get more water. One day I'll find out what these flowers do. Yeah, it must be magical water to immediately heal a plant, as Captain points out. And what are these buzzing around? They're not bees, surely. They're flies? What kind of insect feeds on the putrefaction of vegetable matter? Probably lots. I don't know. I was looking up stuff about wasps recently because I had a huge wasp nest in my backyard, and that's no good. But I did learn about them, that they eat nectar just the same as bees do from flowers. Are we in a new place? This respawned? That's nice. But they also eat like other insect carcasses, so they're omnivorous actually. They eat both vegetable-derived stuff and animal matter as well. But they feed the young on the carcasses. That's what they give to the larvae. They sustain themselves on the plant nectar, I guess. Or bugs if they can get them, I suppose. But yeah, they're nasty, they sting, and I didn't want them outside when I just got a new cat enclosure installed, because who knows if Midna got in their path, what they might do to her. So yeah, they had to go. It was pretty scary, I tell you. I'm surprised the pickups don't hurt you. Yeah, good call, Max. Oh, what am I doing? So I watered the plant. Oh, now I gotta leave the screen, I guess? What's going on? I forgot where I am. Just kind of zoned out talking about wasps. Alright. Did I tell you who made this? Yeah, I definitely did. Oh, I didn't tell you more about who made this. So DC Studios made this. They're really interesting. They've got, you know, at the time when this game was out, they had 3 different studio spaces. 1 in Canada, Montreal. 2 in Scotland, Glasgow and Edinburgh. So a very international company, which is interesting. And, okay, what's this? B. Yes, B. Oh, so B is grabbing a bucket, and then we're going to use the bucket to grab apples. Cool. Again, it's going to scroll over the entire screen, so I know what's coming up. Still don't really know what the flowers do, but okay. So they're falling on this plane. Watch out for moles. Oh, the apples are like falling and then falling again, but they don't respawn once you grab them? How do they get back up in the tree? This is so weird. It's such an abstraction. Very strange. There's like an infinite supply until I get one, and then they disappear. So it must be the same apple that's sort of falling into a wormhole and then reappearing up in the tree's boughs. So weird. Max admiring the moles. Yeah, let's have a look at them. Oh, what lovelies. So cute. Hey, buddy. I'm sure they're deadly dangerous, just like everything else. Very nice. Quantum apple physics. Yeah, the apples are thinking with portals, that's for sure. Oh, do we just walk away? I felt like I would need to put it back on the card, but apparently not. Oh, stupid frickin' gopher. Okay. Yeah, so... scrolling through the list of... hold on, I've got to ban this bot. Ban the bot, ban the bot, ban the bot, ban the bot. Yes, banned the bot. Pathetic. That's a really good emote, by the way. Max has wonderful emotes commissioned from somebody called Tamu. And if you subscribe to Max's channel, you'll get lots of cool emotes. Okay. Yeah, so I was looking through the list of games developed by, what are they called again? Digital Creation Studios. And it is one of the wildest and wackiest list of licensed properties that I've ever seen a game studio work on. I was so impressed with the variety of things that they had made. They made this game. For Disney, they also made the Chicken Little game on DS. They made a game based on the TV reality show Fear Factor on the GBA. They made a Java phone game based on the TV drama about witches, Charmed. Tiara, hooray, don't know what that does either. They made a GBA game based on VeggieTales, the Christian children's show. They made Cartoon Network Racing, which is an interesting parallel to Software Creations. What are they called? Were they really called Software Creations? Yeah, so Software Creations made the Beauty and the Beast game. Digital Creations Studios made this game. Can British people ever think of a good studio name? Apparently not. Remember that Rare started as Ashby Computer and Graphics. Terrible name. They were based in the town called Ashby, by the way. Oh, what was it called? Ashby upon something or other. Anyway, they made... Digital Creations made Cartoon Network Racing. Software Creations made Nicktoons Racing on, I think, the PS1. So, another interesting connection between the two. They both made a Disney Princess game, and they made rival cartoon company crossover racing games. Yeah, I do wonder if Chicken Little on DS has any redeeming value, but I'm never going to find out. I haven't even seen the movie one time. Unlike this movie, which I saw a long time ago. Okay, we're going to shrink this again. Here's Cinderella doing all her chores. Oops, let me click off that. And the little animals are helping her. Oh, the mice are so cute. And we had rats like as enemies in the last game. Now they're our little buddies. We get to play as the little mices. I love that. Yeah, my friends in the Idaho crew have been doing a rewatch of every Disney movie in order, Disney animated movie, and reviewing them. I should go and check what they rated this compared to other ones. Shoulder charge, okay. So we have an attack finally. Throw buttons at spiders and other obstacles. Cool. The button shattered on contact with the spider. That's one hard spider, I tell you what. Okay. So my health bar is represented by a hat, which does not match the color of either of the ones that these mice are wearing. Bouncy webs, I love it. And these sprites actually come out pretty well, honestly. They're doing this faux 3D thing to them, which is because they're kind of pre-rendered, I guess. But they look quite good, maybe because they're so much smaller, but I don't know what it is. I think they look great. Also, yeah, that spider must be huge, bigger than mice. Well, it could be a huntsman or a funnel web or something. In wherever this is supposed to be. England, I expect. Nondescript Europe place. Isn't the original fairy tale German? So maybe we're in Germany. We've got those big German spiders to worry about, I guess. Yeah, no Lost Vikings style stuff here. The mice just act together, which is kind of fun, having two characters controlled at once. Cinderella, hurt by water and chickens. Mice, shoulder charge. Yeah, a bit of a contrast there. So yeah, as for the movie, Max said I'm not missing much by not rewatching it. Although he adores the mice and their little voices, especially the little fat one. Yeah, they are the size of a button, that's true. So there's a bit of a mismatch of size of things going on here. For sure. The health bar is a cheese wheel, yeah. It's a good touch. Oh, you meant Chicken Little. I'm not missing much for Chicken Little. Cinderella is great, on the other hand. Okay, good to know, good to know. Okay, a cat is the baddie. I don't know how I feel about that. But that's okay. I guess when you're mice, it's only natural. Okay, we don't really need to waste buttons, but I'll use one here. Just to expedite my progress. This is a speedrun after all, by the way. And it's my first hitless attempt too, by the way. I think I'm at like 40 hits or something. Yeah, probably. Let's see. So I did have some more notes here. Yeah, I was talking about all the... Wait. The damaged wall sprite just sort of extends and you can walk behind it. That's kind of funny. It's going about as well as Max's first crash no-hit attempt. Yeah. How many hits were you at? Max, by the way, recently completed his first ever hitless attempt at Hollow Knight. The entire game of Hollow Knight beaten without getting hit once. Very impressive achievement. I watched him do one attempt at one point. Did not quite make it on that attempt, but he has done it since, and it was very very gamer of you, I must say. Okay, we're gonna shrink this again. Okay. I like that there's no movie audio over these clips, and it's just replaying the music from the stage, which just seems silly over this footage. Okay, cool. We're back. Yeah, so I talked about some of the funny and strange and unusual licenses that Digital Creation Studios has made games based on, but the one that tickled me the most was they made a Kenny vs. Spenny game on PC, which is basically just a minigame collection, but still. A Kenny vs. Spenny game is maybe the funniest thing ever. This is, if you don't know what it is, this must have been done by their Montreal studio because it's a Canadian comedy competition show where two best friends, compete in all sorts of things, just like arbitrary contests. And like the hook is that Kenny cheats all the time and he's like very dishonest and scheming. And Spenny is kind of a do-gooder and incredibly neurotic and gets upset at Kenny all the time. And it's very funny and a very strange show. They used to play it on one of the comedy channels on All Star. And yeah, I have a lot of good memories of that show. So, but it's so like niche, the show, that I was surprised. Oh, those are probably one-ups. So the tiaras and now the hats here are probably extra lives for the respective characters. Yeah, seeing that it got a game was very surprising to me. But I guess like a small niche PC game for a PC show, for a niche show, makes the kind of sense. And this is before the era of small indie releases on Steam. Well, I didn't look up what year it was released in, or I didn't note it down, I should say. Okay, so the tape measure hurts you, of course, that makes perfect sense. And you can't stand on the red thread, of course. Red is dangerous. You can stand on a blue thread naturally. That's just logic for mice. You gotta know these things when you're a mouse, instinctually, okay? You also gotta know about the flick of a tape measure as it unrolls onto you. Okay. So yeah, I really gotta check out that Kenny vs. Spenny game, if it's possible. Old PC games can be pretty hard to get running on modern hardware, unfortunately. But honestly, it's probably nothing like the experience of watching the show. You're better off just watching an episode. The game would be just a weird novelty. Oops. Okay, I don't know why it was like double inputting the pause button, but there we go. Okay, so we gotta throw buttons at the cat. I didn't see if it gave the cat a name. Are you kidding me? Where is the hitbox? Oh, I'm out of buttons. Hope they respawn. Love seeing these bolts of cloth though, that's really cool. Okay, that impacted, but yeah, there we go. They do respawn, and the cat has quite a large health bar. Although it doesn't attack you when you're up here. So, yeah. Okay. Oh, that hurt? What? Just gathering some buttons. Oh, this is not going to go well. There we go. The rapid fire is the strat. Gonna watch for that paw. Oh! Although I don't really know how to avoid it. Okay, a bit of rapid fire action. Oh! Yep. Everybody knows when you're a mouse, watch out for a cat's flicking tail, because it will hurt you, I guess? Yeah, sure. Okay, we're gonna just like jump back to the floor to bait out the tail attack instead of the paw attack, because apparently the paw attack just hits you wherever you are on screen. Sure, of course it does, of course it does. So I'll get down to do the tail attack. Oh! Okay, now's the time. Okay, there's an iframe situation here. Ugh! The cat kind of scratches its nose and he can't hit it again until it's back to neutral. Are we done? Oh, thank God. Also, the cat, drawn with pixels, the mouse pre-rendered, totally different style. It's odd. Okay. What I need is this Y-hander, yeah. Stagger the cat. Line up the next attack. Pancake the cat, if possible. Alright, so he made a dress. No, the animals made a dress, but the evil family doesn't want Cinderella to have nice things, so they destroy the dress. Sad. So that was some stills, and now we have another clip. Oh, so sad. Very, very sad. Yep, still sad. But what's this? Oh my, it is some manner of fairy. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm playing as the Fairy Godmother. Okay. And you have to shoot bubbles, of course. Wait, did I win? Okay. Burst the bubbles of this color. Okay, we gotta do colors. So we got the pink ones. Did I actually do it? What's with this thing? Okay. Oh, okay. So we made a carriage out of a pumpkin. Of course, of course. First purple bubbles to turn mice into horses. Poor things. Did they consent to this? I'm just wondering. Okay. Cool. The bar... Does the bar drain? Oh, what lovely horses. Okay, dog becomes man. The implications are not something you want to think about. But I guess all the animals in this film are sapient, so I guess it's just really a change of form. Their brains do not change. Or I should say their level of consciousness does not. Wait, I want the hat, right? Can I wear the hat? Okay. It's like the Sorcerer Mickey hat kind of thing. Okay, dog become man. And mule become different man. Don't know why we needed the horses when we had a mule, but I guess it's just not glamorous enough. Oh! Gotta brush the magic powder off to continue. Yeah, the bar does drain over time, actually. This must be the hardest stage of the shoot 'em up. Shoot the bubbles, yeah. Did she shoot bubbles in the movie? This is like the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo sequence, right? And I only know about that because of Dragon Ball. No, I'm sure I've seen this at some point. Okay. Oh my gosh. Cinderella's face on the left side of that bar. That's like great meme material, that is. Look at that face. It's like me when I wake up or whatever. What's this? Oh, I got a diploma. Good. It's like tied to wired or something. Oh, this is so good. Oh, it stopped! And then it burst. Oh no! My high score! Ooh. Yeah, the little ones are tricky. I think the little ones fill the bar up more, which is... It's not intuitive, but for game design I guess it is, because the harder ones are more rewarding. Gotta shrink this thing again, just because I know I probably don't need to, but I'm just being careful. Please enjoy postage stamp mode. It probably looks better shrunken, honestly, because the artifacting is so extreme that if you shrink it, it's not as noticeable. Yeah, let's go with that. The detergent is more concentrated in small bubbles. Of course, I should have known better than to go up against the scientist Max. Try to stay in the spotlight. Okay, we have a different dancing minigame now. Perform special steps. Okay, it's more involved than the Beauty and the Beast one. And avoid other dances. Wow, okay, we've got 3 mechanics. Oh, and it's like auto-moving. So I press in a direction, and they keep walking in that direction. And that includes diagonals. Good to know. Who's directing this spotlight, and why... It's like, I guess I want to be the center of attention, so I'm preferentially hogging it over the other dancers that the spotlight operator is trying to give some attention to. But I guess this guy's like the prince of whatever country, so maybe that makes sense. Maybe the spotlight operator is just drunk and I'm trying to catch up to them. What do you think of these sprites? I think they're a bit rough. Again, we got that crunchiness going on, and they crunch them down real small. They're just gonna keep going back and forward in little steps to stay in the light, which I think is not a good dance technique, maybe. Oh, the prompt! I totally spaced on the prompt. Gotta do those special moves, because that's how you fill the bar. I assume if I leave the spotlight, the bar drains. Yes, it does. Okay, cool. Is this Prince Charming? I forget which prince is what. Like, they don't usually even have names, but you know. Okay, we can do this multiple times. And it works even if you leave the spotlight while doing it. Because you know the best dance moves are the ones that you do multiple times in a row. That's always more impressive than doing different dance moves. Did I bump into that person? Apparently I did. Could have fooled me. Oops, wrong dance move. The direction is like highlighted on that little D-pad, but it's not that different from the non-highlighted direction. Okay, I get to do this one multiple times too. And it fills up a lot. Okay, good. Yeah, this is much more engaging a minigame than the other one, but it looks worse. Okay. The dip. The dip. The multi-dip. Multi-dip. Combo dip. Ultra dip. Dip sanity. Oh, no more dips. Combo breaker. Oops, wrong one. Hey, that worked anyway? I did the wrong prompt and it still got me love hearts. Okay. Sick. Oh, crunch it up. Let's crunch. Woo-hoo. Remember the movie, how it had this 2-second loop of music over it? Yeah, that was great. Really made me believe the romance. This does not fit the tone and the mood at all. The music. Oh no, I must go. Oh, but why? I can't tell you, because humorous misunderstandings. Or dramatic in this case. Oh, okay. Oh, now we're being chased by the popo. Okay. I guess there's a curfew in this town? Oh no, the deadly water puddles and chubby cats. Ah! They're so cute though. How could a cat like that ever harm me? Wait, there's a rose up there. How can I get that? There was no way I could jump that high. We're missing roses, people. Is that a guard? Ah! Their lanterns must be pretty dang weak. Again, totally different graphical style in that guard compared to Cinderella. But also, like, the lighting on them was different too. They had a sort of lantern effect, whereas I just have neutral bright lighting over my entire sprite. Oh well. Okay, so we've played as Ella or Cinderella. I don't know if it's like a nickname or something. We've played as the mice, and then one mouse against the cat. We've played as the Fairy Godmother. Ugh! I shouldn't have gone for the rose. I lost the whole crown over it. Do you think there'll be other playable characters before the end of the game? Who knows? I can't think what could happen next. Even this, like, escape the guards thing. Does this happen in the film? Yeah, I got it. Sick. Slip through. Stealth mechanics. Quick, jump in a barrel. It's still going. Okay. But yeah, what's next? The shoe trying on minigame. More chores at the farmstead. You know, this film got a bunch of sequels too, by the way. Including one where, like, the evil family travels back in time with the use of a magic wand to stop Cinderella from getting together with the prince. And, like, recreating the conditions of the courtship, only with one of the sisters doing it instead of Ella doing it. So that's a cool premise for a movie, I guess. I think the other one's like a prequel or an interquel or something. I did not do the research on Cinderella the way I did with Beauty and the Beast, unfortunately. Shoe trying on minigame. Don't start, Max. Don't bring your proclivities in here. Keep them on your own stream if you don't mind. We've been teasing Max about feet because Dark Souls, memes, Miyazaki, etc. How do you like it the shoe is on the other foot? Well, I turned it back on you, so... Oop. Foxes. I'm surprised these small piles of leaves don't, like, obliterate my health bar, frankly. Are you kidding me? What's that hitbox? Oh, it's on the upper path. Oh no, I got caught. Yeah, that didn't happen. Damage boost to grab it. Thank you. Why are they still chasing me? Like, what did I do? Maybe they think I'm a spy, an assassin from a neighboring nation who was going to kill the prince. And that's why I'm acting so suspiciously and had a disguise. That would have been an interesting subplot in Cinderella. And then you actually do have to train in the deadly arts and become the thing that they accused you of, just to survive. And then you do assassinate the prince. Or maybe there's a whole, like, enemies to lovers thing. That's always good. The assassin training montage song. Yeah, that would be pretty sick. Oh, that could be a consequence of the bad ending in the time travel episode, where the evil sister gets together with the prince, and then Cinderella's like, no, I must restore the timeline, and I'll do it by becoming a ninja assassin and killing my evil sister. So she sneaks into the castle using her ninja training. And the prince thinks she's there to assassinate him. And then they fight, and they fight, and then they kiss. Oh yeah. Oops. Yeah, the slight dark patch on the ground, believe it or not, lethal. Oh yeah, tell Lucy there's raccoons. There will be more raccoons later. After I do the Disney Princess game that matches up all the princesses that I will have covered at that point, I will then play other Disney princess games, including the Pocahontas game, which prominently features a raccoon. So that'll be in a few weeks' time. There's also a Mulan game that I'm quite looking forward to. Oh, Cinderella is a spy in Fables the comic. Wow, I predicted it. That's cool. Fables isn't something I know much about beyond what I heard on the Telling the Tale podcast about Wolf Among Us. Oops. Ooh, what's happening here? Who knows? Okay. That's cool. The whole, like, dark and gritty reinterpretations of fairy tales thing. Who could have suspected that she would put a key in her pocket? Although, addressed that ornate with a pocket is pretty remarkable in itself, so I'll pay that. Good for her, having a pocket in that dress. Love that. This is starting to sound like the plot of your average Kingdom Hearts game. Okay, you ruined it. I hate it now. Thanks, Max. Oh no. The deadly grapes. Although when you're a mouse, I guess, or even a tiny mouse, especially a tiny mouse like these two apparently are, then yeah, I can expect that things like that might hurt you. You can shoulder charge through pieces of bread. So this is incredibly soft bread that we're going to get through. I assume they ate it on the way. The first 100 issues of Fables is fantastic and worth a read. Okay, nice. Is this a different kind of grape? It's very round. I guess grapes can be round, as well as ovular. Maybe it's glacé cherries that are green? I don't know. There's certainly a lot of them. Multiple bowls on this table. What meal are we interrupting? Lunch, I guess? The sound of charging through bread is really cool, actually. And the kettle whistling just sitting on the table? What was heating it? Very strange. The butter sound is quite remarkable too. Strangely satisfying, maybe. Oh, they're like boiling and then unboiling and then reboiling over. What? Oh, it's bits of bread in the soup, sure. They just weren't there at first, and I don't know why. They're bobbing up and down, I guess. I just timed it right. Man, now I want pumpkin soup. Oh, man. Pumpkin soup, some nice crusty bread. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I already had my hot cross bun today. Yeah, good thing the metal of those kettles can't conduct heat when you stand on them. Well said. Metal doesn't conduct heat. This is a well-known science fact, by the way. It's not like the most efficient conductor in nature or anything like that, by the way. And if you heard otherwise, you should check your facts. Your hot lambda bun. What does that mean? Lambda is the... in physics, it's Half-Life. That's why it's the symbol of the Half-Life video game. Oh, right, yeah. The hot cross bun I had where it wasn't a full cross. I had another one of those today. It was like even more pathetic. Coles is just slacking when it comes to drawing a cross on the top of their chocolate hot cross buns, I guess. Okay, fine. Drops of water heard, of course. You know, maybe the lid of the kettle is kind of insulated a bit. And the actively blasting steam would be worse. So I'll give it to them in this case. Coles disappoints me in baked goods. Yeah, the hot cross buns are good. Third-party reviews have corroborated this. We have a Baker's Delight that we go to each Saturday, and their hot cross buns are generally fantastic. Maybe I should try that. I think they're bigger than the Coles ones.
might be too much for me, but we'll see. Yeah. And by the way, you can get like chocolate scones at Baker's Delight year round. You don't have to wait for Lent. Or I should say, you don't have to wait until after Boxing Day to get hot cross buns, because you can get the chocolate scones at Baker's Delight, and they're quite good. I guess they're not exactly the same. The scones are harder, but still, I really like their chocolate scones. Captain's disappointment was immeasurable his first year in New Zealand when he learned that hot cross buns were only seasonal. Well, if it's any consolation, it's getting earlier every year that they start selling them. So you can basically get them for 6 months of the year. Okay. They shouldn't be seasonal all year buns. Yeah, like, they're popular. Would they be less popular if they sold them all year round? Probably not. I don't know. The hot cross bun discourse is just out of control. I don't want to engage too much with it, honestly. Like, they sell them earlier to drum up outrage about them so that people talk about that. What is this? Oh, never mind. Oh! What a weird hitbox. I'm sure I wasn't standing on top of that platform. Okay. Inside a Giant Clock is great. This is actually Castlevania. Did you know? Like, I'm playing a Castlevania game right now. Lucy gets one of those chocolate scones every week. She has good taste. Yeah, where are the Harpies and Medusa heads? That's what I'm wondering. Okay. Let's jump onto that key. Nope, there's a wall. So we grab the key. As always, playing as a small character inside like a big thing that is normal size to us is of endless fascination to me. What's going on over here? Can we stand on this? No. How do I get up? Can I climb a rope? No. Ah! I dead. What do we reckon? Oh, shoulder charge. Yeah, there we go. I forgot what I could do. I was about to throw a button at it and then I remembered. The famous move from the movie that the mice are known for. The shoulder charge. Whoa! Okay, there's momentum on the shoulder charge. Good to know. Oh, can I use it to, like... Oh, you can't jump out of a shoulder charge. This is not Spyro. Jumping out of charges is what makes Spyro special, I think. The movement system in that game is just so magic. I really should play another Disney game, 102 Dalmatians on the PlayStation 1. It's a Spyro the Dragon clone. Looks really good. I've been meaning to play it for a while. No shoulder charge jump cancel, preposterous. Where is the skill expression? Yeah, totally. Like, that's why I play games like this, because sometimes you'll get surprised by something cool in a game that everybody overlooks. But yeah, not having the shoulder jump charge cancel thingy is disappointing. It was not the case for this particular game that it surprised me with a fun mechanic. Quite the opposite. Oh, I didn't even get the key on screen. Like, I saw the key in the clock level, but they just got it at some point. Sorry, having a little sippy. So the cat's name is Lucifer, I've just learned. Bit on the nose, wouldn't you say? So what am I doing? Throw the button. Oh! Okay, so we're playing as only small mouse, big mouse. Ooh! And the cat throws the key at you. That's funny. Yeah, take that. Okay, that fight wasn't very hard, but interesting mechanic, I guess. Trying to do something with the sort of push and pull thing. Lucifer the cat. Maleficent's raven is named Diablo. Huh. Interesting. Okay, Max, don't get too excited. And there was no shoe-fitting minigame, unfortunately. It was just a cutscene. This is so crunchy. Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh, that's the end, I guess? So, like, the mouse throwing buttons at the cat was the final gameplay segment? Don't tell me. At least give us a wedding dance minigame or something. Yep. Aww. And they lived happily ever after until the sequels with the time travel. But that's a story for another time. Okay. Ticket Carson is a good name. Thank you, thank you. I love that crowd emote, it's so good. Oh, my dry is finished, very good. These are going past very quickly. Which game mechanic did you not realize in these games? Huh? Like, which game mechanic surprised me, do you mean? I think the mice were the most mechanically interesting with the shoulder charge and the button throwing. And the setting of the mice was good for me. Okay. Ah, so in the scrapbook we have other stills that were not in the movie clips. Love the cat face. Very cool. Yeah. Why couldn't we place the girl mouse? Huh? I guess these guys are more prominent in the film itself, so it makes sense. Yep. Oh, that's the last one. Enjoy it. Take a good long look. That's for Belle's Quest. What was the best mechanic in that? Maybe the horse auto running, although it's like pretty fraught with hazards. Max, settle down. What does load game do? Game complete. My completed game save. What does it do? It puts me back in the final boss. The final boss fight against the cat. Cinderella didn't do much in that film, did she? This is a criticism of the film, of course. But yes, it applies to the game as well. Well, I can only imagine what they then draw from to source the Cinderella gameplay in the Disney Princess game. But we'll have to wait a bit to find out, because I want to play The Little Mermaid, subtitle to be announced. I don't remember what it is. Actually, the game is on my shelf over here. Hold on a second. So they released this game simultaneously on DS and GBA. So this will also be after the Disney Princess game. The Little Mermaid, Ariel's Undersea Adventure by Guerrilla Games, published by Buena Vista. So this has a lot of touchscreen minigames on DS, but they're button minigames on GBA. Yeah. I guess I should play the DS version as well, but DS games don't stream as well. Wow, this is in a lot of languages, the manual I'm looking at. Anyway, that's what I'm doing next week. Ariel's Undersea Adventure. And then we'll be ready, because we'll have done all our homework on all the Disney princesses and their solo games, And we'll get to see what they do with them when they all get together. What do you mean? She did loads. She wished so hard. Yeah, but even the wishing was done off screen. Like, I guess the wishing was done during the cutscene where she was crying, right? After the dress got ripped. Because that's when the Fairy Godmother appeared. They didn't even make a wishing dreaming minigame, you know? Yeah. Okay. So, got Disney princesses on the horizon. We're looking forward to it. And not just one game. There's multiple Disney princess games. The GBA one is the main event, but there's a DS game. There's a plug-and-play game that I have learned how to emulate in MAME, so look forward to that too. Lots of Disney princess content coming up. No Wish minigame, We Riot at Dawn, yes. Maybe they will incorporate that in the Disney princess game, so again, look forward to it. Okay, and how well did this capture the movie? Having clips from the movie is kind of a cheat to, like, flesh it out, you know? Yeah, the mice were cute, so points on that. Alright, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. Stuff. Bada bing. Oh, yeah, Max always does a raid at the end of his streams. Let's do that. I've never done that before. I've got so many Dark Souls tabs open, I'm like hardcore researching what to do next. How do I raid here? Who's live? Who are these people? Sort by what? How do you like find people that you know? I don't know how to do this. This is weird. That's true, you don't always raid, yeah. Where's the thing? I'll go to like the home page and then like things that you follow are there. Okay, nobody that I know. Well, never mind. Forget it. I'll maybe look into that for next time. Okay. Right. We're just gonna finish. So thanks for joining me. Next time, Little Mermaid, and what else? Oh, I think it's Transvisibility Day next week, which ties in perfectly with Little Mermaid. Okay, I'll do the research. I'll tell you all about the queer readings of Little Mermaid. It's great stuff. Yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, so I'll see you then, and bye. Yeah, nobody that I am following is live. But that wasn't on like the raid screen. I just clicked raid and it was like, here's some people you know nothing about. It was weird, stupid. But you know, it's Twitch. Okay, see ya, bye!